Hey everybody, welcome back to Supercard. It is currently 7:16 in the morning for me. I just got back home from work from doing the overnight shift, so I don't know how much of this I'm going to actually play for Road to Glory right now. I just wanted to do this now, record this now. I'm not going to put it out till later today, but yeah, I'm going to be busy later on today, so I won't really have time later. So in the last video I did put in the title something about stream stuff. I'll talk about that as well, but there's something I wanted to say first. I saw this thing, I guess this morning. A report had come out like to do with Shane and The Undertaker. Now apparently The Undertaker isn't even advertised for any more Raws or SmackDowns all the way up to WrestleMania. So that means the next time we potentially... Ooh, I got the hiccups now. Potentially see The Undertaker is going to be at WrestleMania. So that leaves it to Shane and Vince, I guess, to carry the whole thing. And, you know, that's a problem right there, because this, you know, they should be building up Shane and The Undertaker against each other, but they've taken The Undertaker completely out of the equation, and whoa, that was weird, like everything froze for a second. But they've completely taken The Undertaker out of the equation and are turning this into Shane versus Vince. But you know, we saw that 15 years ago at WrestleMania 17. It was a great match as well. But other than that, like, you know, it's like this match better be like, you know, a 6 out of 5, like a 11 out of 10 stars to make up for this build if The Undertaker's not going to be there. And we still don't even know why The Undertaker took this match. All it turned out to be was, you know what I do when I close that door, and, you know, the blood of Shane's going to be on your hands, not my hands. You know, Vince doesn't have control of the urn. It's not like he has, you know, just make The Undertaker do whatever he wants. And I always thought the urn was just a stupid gimmick. Like, it was funny in, you know, like the wrestling games when, like, in career mode, Eddie Guerrero would steal the urn and, like, have power over The Undertaker. That was good. Not, you know, what did Paul Bearer do last time? There was a light in the urn and it blinded The Undertaker so Kane could beat him in Hell in a Cell. Something stupid like that. But, well, I guess when your character is a supernatural zombie who is an Undertaker when he's not wrestling, you know, how believable can it be, really? But, you know, they better be able to pull up something great for this Vince and Shane thing if Undertaker's not going to be there, because, I don't know, like, you had Bray Wyatt last year? Yeah, last year with The Undertaker, and Bray, like, carried everything, you know, with the exception of a lightning bolt from The Undertaker, or, you know, a graphic flashed up saying, like, I accept the match, or something stupid like that. So it'll be interesting to see what they do, but I have, like, zero hopes about what is actually going to happen. But, you know, that's just me. Next thing I wanted to get to before I talk about the stream stuff. On the 12th, March 12th, if you have the WWE Network, there's what was called March to WrestleMania Special. It's now being called WWE Roadblock, which Brock Lesnar, they changed it recently. He's going to be taking on Bray Wyatt. It's like that Beast in the East special they did on the network. It's only on the network. But that's also where you get to see the Triple H against Dean Ambrose title match. Now, it's in Toronto. It's about half an hour away from me. But there's, like, nobody I know that wants to go to it. I've been, like, trying to convince, like, so many of my friends. Even there's a guy I work with who, I actually need to check that text message. There's a guy I work with who used to be a wrestling fan years ago. Like, we're, like, talking talking about like he was an Attitude Era guy. That's what he liked watching. That's when he was into it. Like, he's 34 now, I think. And when we started hanging out, like, at work and stuff, and he found out, like, I was a big fan of wrestling and everything, it kind of, like, brought him back in. But, like, he is such a critical, jaded fan. Like, oh, you know, this is nothing like the Attitude Era, which, you know, that's exactly how a lot of the Attitude Era fans are now. Sorry, my phone keeps going off, but it's like text messages I need to respond to. Otherwise, like, I'll be killed. And he doesn't want to go. I said, come on, you get to see Brock Lesnar in person. I want to see how big Brock Lesnar is in person. Like, the guy's got to be huge. I remember seeing Big Show, like, in person a few years ago. Believe me, he is so much bigger than what the TV makes him look like. So I want to see... I've never seen Brock Lesnar live. And I don't go to things like that alone. I can't, like, it's just, I view it almost the same way as the movie theater. I cannot go to a movie in the movie theater by myself. That's depressing to me. And same as I don't want to go to a wrestling event by myself as well. I want to be able to go with at least one other person to have fun. Because, you know, if I just go by myself, it's, you know, I'm going to look weird in just my wrestling shirt and my title belt and drinking beer and yelling. I want someone else to enjoy that with me, so he doesn't want to go. There's a guy who works at a video game store. You know, I've been friends with him for years, and he doesn't think he's able to go, but he likes to have the hard copy of the tickets. I said, he doesn't know if the tickets will get here in time. I said, well, you can do an instant download. He goes, no, I need the hard copy. So it doesn't look like he's going to be going either, so I've lucked out on that. But, like, I went to Raw, would have been about 2 years ago, I think. Yeah, because Daniel Bryan was there, and... it was before WrestleMania 30. I remember that because Randy Orton was the champion, and that was the last time he was champion, if I remember correctly, and I think I do. So it, you know, I'm not expecting, you know, anything big to happen. Like, I'm sure Triple H is going to win. Like, they're not gonna change the formula. We know how WrestleMania is going to end. So it's like, you know, you go into it knowing everything that's going to happen. Like, if you got Lesnar and Bray Wyatt, you know Lesnar's just going to kick his ass for 10 minutes. And then, I don't know, maybe the Wyatts come in and he just kicks their ass as well. He's going to suplex a few people, hit an F5 on a few people, and, you know, thank you for my $5 million contract. And that's it. I know the NXT tag titles are going to be on the line. Enzo and Cass against, what's their name now? The Revival? I think they used to be called the Mechanics, something like that. If Enzo and Cass win, I guess they're staying in NXT, but if they lose, I think they're going to be moving up to the main roster. Like, this could just be just to get people, you know, to buy tickets to go for this. And yeah, that's pretty much all that's going on for that. Like, before this was, you know, the Triple H match was announced for this and all that, like, all we had going for us for this Toronto event was Brock Lesnar is going to be there to kick ass, and AJ Styles was going to be there. And that's it, really. That's all that I had going for it. So, I don't know. Maybe if I can find someone to go, great. If I don't, I'll just watch. Well, actually, no, I'll be at work. Maybe I'll bring my laptop and watch it there. But anyways, stream stuff. So, the reason I didn't say anything about it in, I guess, yesterday's video was because I didn't even realize, like, I had somewhat fixed the streaming stuff until after the last video. So, I use OBS to stream whenever I have streamed, which I do believe a lot of people do use OBS that stream. But if you had ever seen any of my streams when I was, because they were never up for long, because it was just so choppy, so much lag on everything, and then it would always say on the bottom whenever I was streaming saying, warning, high encoding, high CPU usage, high encoding, something along the lines of that. I can't remember it all properly. I haven't slept in about 25 hours, so I can't remember too much. But after the last video, I just decided to open it up and try and just play around with it, because you can preview the stream and it runs it just like you are streaming. And it was happening again. It was saying, high encoding, high CPU usage, please advise turning down or whatever. And believe me, I had gone through so many tutorials on YouTube trying to, what are the best settings, all this stuff, and just none of it worked. So I decided to play around with the settings myself, and it was just just perfect. It was just working perfectly. So I want to test it out with an actual stream. So I'm not going to be doing it today because I'm busy. My plan is to do it tomorrow, which will be Friday. The only thing that will stop me from doing it is if I get called in for work, because I need the money. And, they pay me a good amount, so I'll probably go in for that. So, but I will put some sort of update up if I'm not going to be streaming, and I'm gonna be aiming for like 6 p.m. Eastern time. That's a good time for me. I'll aim for that, but things could change, and we end on a reset. It's a title match. That's the plan for me. I'll put up a short video anyways saying like, hey, I'm streaming, here's my link. You can also, the link to my Twitch is in the description. You can follow that if you want. That would also give you alerts. But anyways, that's going to be it for today. Thank you all for watching. Please take care.